Life is unfair.
Welcome back to our Then and Now series, where we catch up with the stars of your favorite shows and see where life has taken them. Today, we're diving into the hilarious and groundbreaking sitcom Malcolm in the Middle. Premiering in 2000, this beloved series gave us 7 seasons of chaos, laughter, and unforgettable moments as we followed the misadventures of Malcolm and his wild family. But what happened to the talented cast after the show ended? From Frankie Muniz to Bryan Cranston, let's take a look at where the stars of Malcolm in the Middle are now. Frankie Muniz. Frankie Muniz was born on December 5, 1985, in Woodridge, New Jersey. He showed an early interest in acting and began performing in school plays before his family relocated to North Carolina, where he was discovered at a talent show at just 8 years old. This marked the start of his journey into show business, with small roles in commercials, TV movies, and guest appearances on shows like Sabrina the Teenage Witch and Spin City. When Malcolm in the Middle premiered in January 2000, Frankie was 14 years old. He starred as Malcolm, the gifted but often overwhelmed middle child of a chaotic family. His quick wit, sharp comedic timing, and relatable performance earned him widespread recognition and critical acclaim. The role catapulted him to fame, earning him 2 Golden Globe nominations, an Emmy nomination, and making him one of the most recognizable young actors of the early 2000s. During and after the show's success, Frankie expanded his career with leading roles in films like Agent Cody Banks in 2003, Big Fat Liar in 2002, and Racing Stripes in 2005. However, as the years went on, Muniz began to step away from acting to pursue other passions. A major love for racing led him to a successful career as a professional race car driver, competing in various motorsport events. In addition to racing, Frankie explored the music world, playing drums for the band Kingsfoil. Though he suffered some health setbacks, including memory issues and mini-strokes, Frankie has remained resilient and positive, focusing on his passions. Today, Frankie Muniz is 39 years old and is still active in racing, and recently returned to acting, appearing in independent films and guest roles. He also made headlines in 2023 for competing in the Arca Menard series, further proving his drive and versatility. While he may always be remembered as Malcolm, Frankie Muniz's life has been anything but ordinary, and he continues to inspire fans with his many pursuits. Justin Bfield. Justin Bfield was born on February 25, 1986, in Los Angeles, California. He began acting at a young age, appearing in commercials and landing roles on TV shows like The Good Life and Unhappily Ever After, where he played Ross Malloy for over 100 episodes. At 14 years old, Justin was cast as Reese, Malcolm's troublemaking and not-so-bright older brother, on Malcolm in the Middle. His hilarious portrayal of the mischievous and impulsive Reese made him a fan favorite and showcased his impeccable comedic timing. After Malcolm in the Middle ended in 2006, Justin gradually stepped away from acting and shifted his focus to behind-the-scenes roles. He became a successful producer, working on projects like the reality show Filthy Rich Cattle Drive. He later co-founded the production company Virgin Produced, where he serves as Chief Creative Officer, helping bring a variety of films and shows to life. Today, Justin Bfield is 38 years old and leads a quieter life with his wife and daughter away from the spotlight, but his role as Reese remains iconic to fans of Malcolm in the Middle and classic sitcoms. Christopher Masterson. Christopher Masterson was born on January 22, 1980, in Long Island, New York. He is the younger brother of convicted rapist Danny Masterson, who starred in That 70s Show, and half-brother of actors Alana Masterson and Jordan Masterson. Both Christopher and Danny are followers of Scientology. Coming from a family of actors, he began his career in the 1990s with small roles in films like Cutthroat Island in 1995 and My Best Friend's Wedding in 1997. He also appeared on TV shows, including guest spots on Millennium in 1998 and That 70s Show in 2002 alongside his brother Danny. At 20 years old, Christopher was cast as Francis, the rebellious and often irresponsible oldest brother on Malcolm in the Middle. Francis's misadventures at military school and his strained relationship with his parents provided some of the show's most memorable moments. Masterson's charm and comedic edge made him a standout in the ensemble cast. After Malcolm in the Middle ended in 2006, Christopher continued acting in both film and television, with roles in movies like Scary Movie 2 and Intellectual Property in 2006. He later guest-starred on shows like White Collar and Haven. In addition to acting, he pursued a passion for music, working as a DJ under the name DJ Chris Kennedy. Today, Christopher Masterson is 44 years old and enjoys a quieter life with his wife and daughter, balancing his love for music and family. While he keeps a lower profile, fans still fondly remember his iconic portrayal of Francis. Jane Katzmark. Jane Katzmark was born on December 21, 1955, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. After earning a degree in drama from the Yale School of Drama, she began her acting career in the 1980s, with appearances on shows like St. Elsewhere and Hill Street Blues. Her versatility and talent earned her roles in both television and film, but it wasn't until Malcolm in the Middle that she found her breakout role. At 44 years old, Jane was cast as Lois, the no-nonsense, fiercely determined matriarch of the family. Her portrayal of Lois, equal parts hilarious, intimidating, and relatable, was a driving force of the show's success. Jane's performance earned her 7 Emmy nominations and 3 Golden Globe nominations, solidifying her as one of TV's most memorable moms. After Malcolm in the Middle ended in 2006, Jane continued acting with guest roles on shows like The Big Bang Theory, Law & Order Special Victims Unit, and The Middle. She also lent her voice to animated series and worked in theater. In recent years, Jane has focused on philanthropic efforts, particularly with charities supporting children and families. Today, Jane Katzmark is 68 years old and remains a respected figure in Hollywood, remembered for her iconic role as Lois while continuing to inspire with her work on and off the screen. Craig Lamar Traylor. Craig Lamar Traylor was born on March 19, 1989, in San Bernardino, California. He began acting as a child, landing small roles in TV shows like ER and movies such as Matilda in 1996, before being cast in what would become his most memorable role. At 11 years old, Craig was cast as Stevie Carnarvon, Malcolm's loyal and soft-spoken best friend in Malcolm in the Middle. Stevie, who used a wheelchair and had asthma, was known for his slow, deliberate speech and unwavering friendship with Malcolm. Craig's performance brought both humor and heart to the character, making Stevie one of the show's most beloved recurring roles. After Malcolm in the Middle ended in 2006, Craig took a step back from acting, appearing briefly in films like This Bitter Earth in 2012 and Fred and Vinny in 2011. He later shifted his focus to creative pursuits, particularly working as an artist and jewelry designer. Today, Craig Lamar Traylor is 35 years old and leads a quieter life, dedicating himself to his art and craftsmanship. While he has moved on from acting, his portrayal of Stevie remains a fan favorite and a key part of Malcolm in the Middle's legacy. Eric Pur Sullivan. Eric Pur Sullivan was born on July 12, 1991, in Worcester, Massachusetts. He began acting at a very young age, landing his first roles in the late 1990s, including a small part in the film Cider House Rules in 1999. His natural talent and charm made him a standout choice for family-oriented roles. At just 8 years old, Eric was cast as Dewey, the quirky and lovable youngest brother at the start of the series, in Malcolm in the Middle. Dewey's eccentric personality, surprising wit, and sweet innocence made him a fan favorite throughout the show's 7-season run. Eric's performance earned him recognition, including multiple Young Artist Awards nominations and praise for his comedic skills. While working on Malcolm in the Middle, Eric also voiced Sheldon the Seahorse in Finding Nemo in 2003 and appeared in movies like Christmas with the Cranks in 2004 and Mo in 2007. However, after the series ended in 2006, Eric largely stepped away from acting to focus on his education and personal life. Today, Eric Pur Sullivan is 33 years old and lives a quiet, private life away from the entertainment industry. Despite stepping out of the spotlight, his portrayal of Dewey remains one of the most beloved parts of Malcolm in the Middle, cementing his place in TV history. David Anthony Higgins. David Anthony Higgins was born on December 9, 1961, in Des Moines, Iowa. He began his career as part of a comedy troupe called the Higgins Boys and Gruber on Comedy Central. He later appeared on sitcoms like Ellen, where he played Joe Farrell, the lovable barista. On Malcolm in the Middle, David played Craig Feldspar, Lois' awkward and overly enthusiastic coworker at the Lucky Aid. Craig's unrequited crush on Lois and his hilariously bumbling attempts to help the family made him a memorable supporting character. David's comedic timing and delivery made Craig a fan favorite throughout the show's run. After Malcolm in the Middle, David continued his television career with roles in popular sitcoms like Mike and Molly, where he played Harry, and guest spots on shows such as Big Time Rush and American Horror Story. He also ventured into writing and producing, further showcasing his talents behind the scenes. Today, David Anthony Higgins is 63 years old and remains active in television and comedy, entertaining audiences with his unique blend of humor and relatable characters. His role as Craig remains a highlight of his career. Gary Anthony Williams. Gary Anthony Williams was born on March 14, 1966, in Fayetteville, Georgia. He began his career in Atlanta's theater scene before transitioning to television and film, quickly establishing himself as a talented comedic and voice actor. Prior to Malcolm in the Middle, Williams had smaller roles in movies such as End of Days and received a recurring role on The Amanda Show. On Malcolm in the Middle, Gary joined the cast as Abe Kenner-Ban, the cheerful and slightly eccentric father of Malcolm's best friend, Stevie. Abe's affable personality and over-the-top enthusiasm provided countless memorable moments and perfectly complemented the show's chaotic humor. After Malcolm in the Middle, Williams continued to thrive in both live-action and voice-acting roles. He voiced characters in animated series such as The Boondocks as Uncle Ruckus and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as Bebop. Today, Gary Anthony Williams is 58 years old and remains a prolific actor and voice artist, beloved for his versatility and comedic talent. Whether on screen or behind the mic, his career continues to entertain audiences worldwide. Bryan Cranston. Bryan Cranston was born on March 7, 1956, in Los Angeles, California. After studying theater and working in regional productions, he began his acting career in the 1980s. Taking on guest roles in shows like Diagnosis Murder, Chips, and Baywatch. He later gained attention with recurring roles, including Dr. Tim Whatley on Seinfeld, and his voice work for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers as Snizzard and Twin Man. At 44 years old, Bryan was cast as Hal, the lovable, goofy, and often clueless father in Malcolm in the Middle. His hilarious and heartfelt performance made Hal one of the most iconic TV dads of all time. Cranston's portrayal added a unique layer to the character, balancing absurd humor with genuine warmth, earning him 3 Primetime Emmy nominations. Following the end of Malcolm in the Middle in 2006, Bryan Cranston took on a very different role. He played Walter White in arguably the greatest TV show of all time, Breaking Bad, from 2008 to 2013.
Say my name. I'm the man who killed Gus Fring. Now, say my name.
His transformation from mild-mannered chemistry teacher to ruthless drug kingpin became legendary, earning him 6 Emmy Awards and a Golden Globe. The role cemented his status as one of Hollywood's finest actors. Today, Bryan Cranston is 68 years old and continues to act in movies, TV, and on stage, with roles in films like Trumbo in 2015, The Upside in 2017, and the series Your Honor. And for all you Malcolm in the Middle fans, you'll be glad to hear that Cranston has decided to return to his roots. He is returning to his most popular on-screen comedy persona, Hal Wilkerson. That's right. After almost 19 years, the Breaking Bad and Your Honor actor will be reprising his role as Hal, alongside returning cast members Jane Katzmark and Frankie Muniz, who portrayed his on-screen wife, Lois, and son Malcolm.
Malcolm!
Malcolm!
Malcolm! Yes, I hear you. I'm coming. I have been waiting for this moment for 18 years. Let's find out where Malcolm and his family are now.
25 years since we premiered Malcolm in the Middle. I'm so excited that I may have peed just a little bit. Excuse me.
What a delight that I get to yell at that kid again. We're very, very excited about coming back together and seeing what this family has been up to.
While a release date has not yet been set, the sequel will directly arrive on Disney+, and it will be a small affair with only 4 episodes. The storyline is based on Malcolm and his daughter being drawn back into the family's chaos when Hal and Lois demand his presence for their 40th wedding anniversary party. The original series creator, Linwood Boomer, also returns as writer and executive producer. However, Justin Bfield, Eric Pur Sullivan, Craig Lamar Traylor, and Christopher Masterson have not yet been confirmed. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more videos about your favorite TV shows and stars. See you again next time.
Life is unfair.